Okay, well, welcome back to another edition of Redeemer News. And today I was planning on talking a little bit about faith, probably a pretty important topic. One of the things that we misunderstand about faith, especially in today's world, is we tend to treat it as if it were something that we did or a virtue of ours. And faith is not a virtue, it's not a skill, it's not a muscle. Faith comes to us by hearing, as we're told. It's a gift from God. We're imbued with it. It's also important to realize that faith and doubt are not opposites. A lot of times, I know I have conversations with people, and they'll say, "Well, I'm doubting, my faith, Jesus Christ and His salvation for me, and does that make me then not a Christian?" And the answer is a hearty no. It doesn't make you not a Christian. It means that your faith is being challenged. But if you didn't have faith, you wouldn't have doubts, because you can't doubt something you don't have. It's interesting because in biblical Greek, faith is a verb, and it's probably closest to trust as far as our words go. But it's even more than trust, because it's very relational. If you think of the way that a little child trusts his parents, that's kind of like our trust in God our Father. It's pretty easy in a normal family for you to have your children jump into your arms from a higher place, or jump into your arms in the pool when they're standing on the edge, or things like that. And it's why does that come about? And it's born of love, and it's born of a relationship. So although that's not a perfect analogy, it comes closer than our word believe does. Jesus didn't look at doubt as being the opposite of faith. If you look at the example of John the Baptist, he sent his disciples to Jesus and said, "So are you the one? Are you the Messiah? Or are we to look to another?" And Jesus didn't chastise him for that. As a matter of fact, Jesus simply sent back his disciples and say, tell John what you've seen and heard, and offered evidence rather than a criticism. Luther says, I've got a quote here, "When God sends us tribulation, it's not as reason and Satan argue, because they would say something in our conscience like, 'See, there God flings you into prison, endangers your life. Surely He must hate you and is angry with you. For if He didn't hate you, He wouldn't allow this thing to happen.'" And that's the kind of thing that goes through our minds, especially when we're in a real tribulation, when things are really going wrong for us. It turns out Satan is an incredible master of devising such thoughts in our minds. So remember that doubt is an evidence of faith. It's faith being challenged. The opposite of faith is unbelief. That's a different story. And also remember that it's the object of faith that makes all the difference. Faith itself doesn't save anyone. We have that in this world today. They'll say, "Well, just have faith." Have faith in what? Have faith in yourself? Well, that's part of the problem, is because we can't do a lot of things. So he that cometh to God must believe that God is, and that God is the rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. That's Hebrews 11:6. "For with the heart one believes that Jesus Christ died and rose again for sinners, and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses that we are sinners, and we are saved." And that's Romans 10:10. I made it modernized a little bit, but that's the meaning of it. So I leave you with this. When you think about what I've said, here's my blessing for you. may God post his holy angel over you and bring you back to his house where he gives you faith through his saving word and sacraments. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Amen.